Libra, a lot of you have been doubting and second guessing in regards to a blessing that you've been waiting on here. You've done the work and you've been asking yourself, some of you doubting, like, is this moment ever going to show itself? And I feel like now is the time. Seems like in the next 6 days there's something coming in here that you have waited on, Libra. And I know this because I've pulled some shadow cards for you all, and I've taken the time to really sit with the energy, meditate over it, and figure out, what is this reading about to tell me? And so we'll get into the details of it, but right now, I'll tell you what I've got. 7 of Pentacles. This is where that delay happens, you know. In the 6 of Pentacles, the seeds are planted, right? In the 7 of Pentacles, seeds are sown. Things are growing, but you're evaluating it here and there, and you're like, is anything coming of this, right? But that's what's important, though, is that seeds are growing. Even if you can't see it, it's happening for you. This Ace of Pentacles is showing up over the next 6 days. It looks like there's something coming in for you, Libra. So I feel like this is Spirit really telling you that the delay wasn't a mistake, Libra. This was preparation, because this is something that's going to take a lot of strength. This is something that is going to last longer than you expected. It's going to be bigger than you expected. So just for example, Libra, just because this is where we are, I'm going to use this. Some of you, you may be feeling like you're kind of delayed or held back in regards to like creativity. Maybe you've been trying to like start a channel or get on TikTok or whatever the case may be. Maybe you have been trying to really grow, right, on some sort of platform, but you feel kind of stalled creatively. That could be the case here for some of you, Libra, but now things are brewing, right? This Ace of Pentacles, this grand idea here. I feel like this is Spirit preparing you because something is taking off. Now, it may not be a channel, it may not be a TikTok page, could be something else here, but I do feel like Spirit has delayed things for a reason. They've been trying to prepare you. This was intentional, okay? This was intentional. So we got Earth energy as well as Leo. So maybe you have those signs somewhere in your chart. Some of you, this could involve love. Maybe there's been a love situation, a person you've been waiting on here, and Spirit's not been bringing it in for a reason, because there's something else available to you, something better, better suited for you. Now, Libra, overall, it just feels like the delay is over in a situation. So we'll try to get some more clarity on what that might be. Libra, I do have a deal open right now. I'm mentioning it here because personals in general are going to close out for a little while after this, not just the deal itself. But the deal is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 3 business days. You could also upgrade that to a priority reading, which is where you'll get it within 24 hours. That is $48.48. But both options, along with any option for personal readings, is going to close on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So everything is down there if you're interested, Libra. But let's get back into your read here, see what we've got for you. What else do we have for Libra? 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles here. I feel like you've gained a lot of strength through this delay, through this waiting period. It does, I'll be honest, for a lot of you, it does feel financial, but for some of you, this has to do with, dare I say it, for some of you, maybe you've been waiting on someone where there was a betrayal that happened in the situation, and you're waiting on them to regret it. You're waiting on them to return with an apology. Even if you're not going to take them back, even if you're not going to accept them, you may just feel like this is something you deserve, and you're hoping that this person realizes that. So that energy feels kind of brutal. It feels kind of heavy. But 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you've gained a lot of strength. I feel like you've gained a lot of independence and have learned your value throughout this time, okay? You have this 7 of Pentacles here. I do think that a lot of you, there's been a lot of checking and evaluating and looking at things from different angles and figuring out if this is ever going to manifest. And some of you are coming to this brutal conclusion that maybe it won't. Maybe it won't ever show itself. Maybe that moment will never happen. Maybe I'll never get a return on that energy. That's not true. That's not true, okay? So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. But Spirit needed a lot of you to know. It needed you. Spirit needed you to be okay without this, okay? They needed you to be a version of yourself that was okay without this before they would hand it over. I hope that makes sense. You got the 5 of Cups here. So I feel like a lot of you went through a grieving period. Lots of frustration here for those of you who started a business. Lots of frustration coming off of that Five of Cups. Just like, I'm investing this time, this effort, this energy, and it feels like it's barely moving the needle, you know? It's frustrating. You have the Queen of Swords showing up here. Some of you have gone to an advisor if this has to do with a business. For others of you, this has to do with you asking for a truth, wanting a truth, but you're not going to beg for it. You're not going to beg for it. But I do feel like a lot of you have been trying to call it in, have been trying to manifest it. Like, say something, tell me that you are sorry, explain things to me, because I don't deserve this. I don't deserve the way you left things. You have the King of Wands showing up here, Leo energy showing up under that Ten of Swords. I feel like a lot of you move into this energy of acceptance. You move into this energy of acceptance. You're like, I've waited long enough. Let me just close the cycle, right? Let me close the cycle. And I feel like as you do this, a door to healing opens. You have this Tower showing up here, this Eight of Swords. I feel like this is the energy that you're trying to run away from, this like mental loop, like, why can't I let it go? Why can't I let it go? And now you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna let it go. And you're allowing that tower to fall. And so I think for a lot of you, that's where Spirit is like, yes, we needed you to release. We needed you to not need it. And now you can have it. You know, it's kind of feeling that way to me. Like, Spirit didn't want you to lean on it. Because say, for example, if you were in this energy of needing truth and needing clarity from someone and needing their apology, why did you need it? There's obviously this this invisible thread there, you know. And so if this person did come back and they gave you that apology while you needed it, you're obviously in a vulnerable position, you know. Would you end up taking them back? Would you end up repeating this cycle? Maybe, you know. So it's possible that Spirit's saying, Libra, knock it off, and that clarity will come in, you know. Four of Wands is showing up here. I feel like you're doing new things, enriching your life in different ways, whether it's new hobbies, new friends, a new space. You know, it just feels like you're doing things that excite you, doing things that make you happy. The Sun is showing up. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's high vibrations, it's joy, it's new beginnings. I feel like there's this new version of you here, Libra. And then we have the Six of Cups and the Star. Six of Cups is a card of the past. I feel like for some of you, this Scorpio, this Aries, Aquarius, Leo, whoever it might be, some of you it's a Gemini, I feel like they are trying to mend something with you, but that's not what you want. It's almost like what you begged for before. It comes to you, but you don't want it anymore. You don't want it. You don't want the reunion, but I do think for a lot of you, you may appreciate just having that clarity, having that situation be acknowledged, okay? And I feel like it may end up pushing you right through that finish line on this healing journey that you've been on, okay? So yeah, I feel like a delay is over. For some of you, like I was saying before, maybe this is you wanting to start a business or a channel. Maybe you're going to an advisor. Maybe you are, you know, investing in some sort of creative outlet and it's helping you to move the needle a little bit further. So things like you could actually end up hitting a stride here for some of you. Either way it goes, Libra, I feel like a delay is letting up here. I feel like you've waited long enough and the door is finally opening here, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. You're more than welcome to watch out for your other signs. Again, I'm reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. You could also check out that deal that I have, which is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 3 business days. You could also make it a priority reading, which is where you'll get it within 24 hours. That is $48.48. Either way it goes, deal or not, personals are going to close out on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested, everything's down below. Get your hands on that while it's open. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.